Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, Mr. Tilly. What time is it?
It's 5 o'clock.
It is finally 5 o'clock on Friday. And I'll tell you what, last week I really wanted to do a show, but you had a wedding.
Yep.
And I really wish we did do a show because I probably wouldn't have fell off a ladder and been feeling the way I feel right now, Joe.
Well, last weekend was a weekend to fall off shit because my cousin at the wedding fell out of the hayloft in a barn we were trying to take pictures in.
Yes, it was. Last weekend was rough. Actually, this whole week's been a little rough for me.
Yeah.
Took a couple days off here from work, trying to recoup and see if I can get back to it. But we wanted to bring a show. We had a beer we wanted to sample out of Iowa. We know we got a lot of Iowa listeners and people out there, so it's a good beer. We're going to sample that. We have a special drink that we're going to be bringing up hopefully next week.
Me and I hope so.
Yeah, it's something we've been wanting to do with the fall season.
And just so you guys know, we haven't tested it yet.
Correct.
But it looks amazing.
Looks amazing. It's going to be a smoked bourbon old fashioned. So the bourbon will be smoked. So it'll be smoked, and we've seen a couple ways to do it. But friend of the show,
Mr. Sean Blanchard.
Mr. Blanchard has a smoke machine for smoked cocktails.
Yep.
And so he just bought it and wants us to try it out. So we plan on doing that next week on the show. But before we look like two big idiots in front of y'all, we're going to try and try it out first just to make sure we know what we're doing.
We'll test it, but...
Yeah, we won't test it, but we'll test it. So we like machines. We got the DrinkWorks machine here that makes a cocktail for you. It's like a Keurig.
We got the draft machine. It makes your beer foam up if you don't have...
Yeah, so, it's perfect. We're always about trying new machines and trying stuff. So today's cocktail, actually, we're going to give you a couple different ideas. I get a lot of questions. People enjoy beverages and enjoy drinks, but they're trying to find a way to cut back on the carbs and lose weight, and having all the sugars and all the carbs in their mixed drinks, they want a way of doing that. So a couple different ways that I like to do it. I'm starting to kind of watch a little bit on my carb intake. I usually do it right around winter. So I look good in the winter, and then in the summer I just pack them on. So here we go.
So this is keto week.
Yeah, so keto week.
Right.
So it's more of kind of the keto week and kind of what a lot of people do on keto, to be able to continue to have a cocktail, because a lot of people like to go out, and what's the way to do it? So we're going to talk about that and go from there. But let's go ahead and let's bust out the beers for this week.
Yeah, let's try those first.
And then we'll get into the cocktails. So I'm going to head over to our fridge here real quick, Joe.
I got my shorts on.
I still have my shorts on. I
There
think
you
these
go.
are the same ones I had on last night, too. All right, here we go. Where are you? Here we go, right here. We are going here with Goliath, Toppling Goliath Brewery. They are out of Iowa. And I'm trying to think, Decorah, Iowa. Up there in Iowa from Decorah. All their beers, or at least all the ones that I've seen, have like some type of name and a dinosaur on them. So the one today is a pale ale we're trying. And I know that you can find these here in Kansas too. These were actually I found these down the road in the liquor store by Bonner, right there in the corner there, Bonner, right in front of the Walmart.
Yep.
He has a very good selection of some crafts, and he gets some different stuff that some of the places around Bayshore and Village West and stuff don't get. I know that I've seen him in Missouri. I also know if you're up in the Liberty area, they have these guys on tap. I'm not sure about this flavor, but I know that they have the other ones on tap up at, I want to call it the Pub House, because that was what it used to be called, but it's actually Conrad's.
Yeah.
And Conrad's has got an awesome choice up there of beers, so if you're ever up that way.
That's a huge liquor store up there, isn't it?
No, you're thinking of the Lucas liquor store.
Okay.
It's at the old Best Buy, and it is a huge liquor store.
Gotcha.
And they do carry this too. This is actually a restaurant, and it's on tap, and they have 50 plus beers on tap.
Oh, okay.
So great place to go. Grab a lunch with the family or whatever, and pop one of these back. So the thing I like about a lot of their brews, they come very high in the ABV. This one does not say on it, which is kind of funny because I looked everywhere to find it, and I did not see it on the box or on the can. I know
it's called the Pseudo Sue Pale Ale.
Pseudo Sue. And I do know that from experience of the Conrad's, that most of their beers sit around like a 6.5% to 8.5%, somewhere in that range. This here, you can see this pale ale is a very golden color, which is awesome. You can smell the pale ale, the kind of the hoppy smell when it comes out. But every time I've had one of these, they're not overpowering with their hop taste or anything, and they're very smooth, which I really like. And I know a lot of people don't like certain beers because they can really taste the hops and stuff. And but this is a great beer.
So when you're drinking an ale, the biggest difference between your India ale or pale ale, it's just, in my mind, it's the color's a little brighter, a little more golden. It's not quite as hoppy, but
and you'll see, a lot of the new ones that are coming out, the hazies, they're more of a golden, and it's got that real hazy look to it. I guess you can say that's why it's called hazy. So here it is. Let's give this a.
Oh yeah, you can smell it right off the bat.
Oh, almost did it.
Cheers! Yeah,
cheers!
Yeah, come on, man.
Put that back. Yeah. Yeah, I've always liked that.
Oh,
and you can see that.
That's really good.
The thing I like about a lot of these beers now, these crafts, if you really look at a lot of them, you can see, the way these breweries start brewing them. They're brewing them with different fruits, different things like that. You can always see some floaties, and it's some people get scared by it. To me, I love it. I think it shows a good beer whenever it's got the floaties. So,
well, I can taste this. There's some citrus to this one.
Yep, it's got a little citrus to it. And this one is a well-balanced beer. And there it is, your citrus mango. So the refreshing taste. So there's your citrus.
It's really good. It's really, really good.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think of the other one I had of theirs that was up there at Conrad's, and I can't think of it off the top of my head, but it was, the reason I picked it, I think it was like an 8.9 or an 8.5, and I was like, I'm in. And man, it was delicious. And so I was looking for some of their stuff one time, and I ended up running into it at a couple different liquor stores and been able to find it since. But out of Decorah, Iowa, good old Iowa beer, man.
Well, hey, the reason why I bring up the India ale versus pale ale, deal, because, we've got a neighbor here in the neighborhood, he's not a huge hoppy ale kind of guy.
Yeah.
So, for those of you that you like different flavors of beer, you like some of the craft beers and stuff out there, man, try yourself a pale ale. It doesn't hit you near as hard. It's not as hoppy. You can get a little more of the citrus flavors, and it it's really good.
Yeah.
So
No, I agree 100%. Agree 100%. So perfect. Well, that was kind of our beer of the week. I would go out and check out these guys. Like I said, they have several different beers. You can find them here in the Kansas area, Missouri area, I know for sure, and Kansas. I know in Iowa, obviously, you can find them. A lot of times, if you're locally looking for something, probably Hy-Vees have them because they are an Iowa beer. So a lot of Hy-Vees carry a lot of different Iowa beers. So go check these guys out. Great brewery, good beer, high ABVs, which everyone loves. So
yeah, that's really good. And total transparency, that's the first time I've had this beer.
Yeah,
and I'm impressed. Love it.
No, good stuff. All right, man. So let's, we've been trying to speed up the shows a little bit, so we're not trying to keep you guys all night. We get more viewers, and you get a chance to see some stuff. Next week we'll have a great beer for you. We're going to pick something out that's going to be really good, I think. I'd like to do one of the Dogheads, fish, the 120-minute IPA.
Oh,
They're delicious. They're high dollar, but man, they are just a smooth beer. I'd really like to do the 60, the 90, and the 120 all next to each other and see really what the difference is. If it's really worth your $18 a beer, or if it's. But
It might be early night.
It could be early night. So we'll have to check that out. We'll have something for you for sure. You know, a lot of your beers coming out right now too have your bourbons, your bourbon barrels and stuff are starting to come out now. The winter is getting here and it's starting to get a little cooler, but.
Yeah, so obviously, you know, with winter coming around, you know, there's going to be a lot of the old darker beers, the porters and stuff like that, you know, really making a statement coming up soon. And hey, DJ, I'll try anything. I'm just going to throw it out there. When it comes to the dark porter style beers, it's usually not my style. But I'm willing to try.
I like some of these bourbon ones and the bourbon barrels that they have. Whiskey barrels they have, I enjoy those.
Yeah.
One to two glasses. That's really about all you need. But I'm not a porter guy. I've tried a few different ones. And I just have never been, never got to it. But
Just to get out of the comfort zone, you know, we ought to try one here and there.
yeah, I mean, we could try.
You never know.
I
Might
could-
run by one you like.
Yeah, we could. All right, so without further ado, for our lady listeners and for our Metro listeners, or me,
Or those that are trying
or those that are cutting the carbs.
Yeah.
So obviously there's several ways that you can cut carbs. Beer is usually not one of them. We did our
It
seltzer
is
show.
not one. Not usually. It is not.
We did our seltzer show on here, and actually, to my surprise, I was surprised how much I enjoyed seltzer. There was quite a few seltzers on there.
And we got a lot of
That was
good
good.
comments.
We did. It's crazy. So you do have seltzers. There's quite a few different seltzers you can choose from, and it seems like every brand of beer and every beer company is coming out with some now. I saw
God.
Corona has some,
Corona,
Bud Light has
Bud Light,
some,
yeah.
Natty Light has some, Boulevard has. Everyone's coming up with them because they are popular, because people right now are trying to stay fit.
They're figuring out there's a market for it.
There's a market, so why
So,
not
why
go
not?
to it? So, you know, a couple of ways you can look at doing things is I've looked at what I usually do is my drink of choice is vodka. So vodka is a clear liquor, obviously. It's light on the carbs or no carbs.
Yep.
Calories are usually lower. Your Tito's is gluten-free, so a lot of people like that too.
Yeah, from a calorie standpoint, I don't know if you can find a lower cal liquor
No, I don't
than
think
what
so.
vodka is.
I don't think so. And there's no carbs. And vodka goes with a lot of different things. Now, some people are going to mix it with soda, which is carved.
Yeah,
So
carbs.
you don't want your carbs. A couple ways I've found is obviously water, you know, so a vodka water. Some people are like, well, that's a little too strong for me, not my flavor. Simple fixes to that.
Hey now.
Easy. Simple fixes to that. You know, just real lemon juice. Squirt a couple things of lemon juice into it. Lime juice. A couple things of lime juice. Other ways that people do it is
You can do what my wife does and use the Mio.
the Mio. Yep, you can use Mios. They have these out there. These are called Skinnies. They're a cocktail twist. Basically, this is a cranberry flavored one, so all you got to do is you just add this to vodka, and a lot of people do use club soda or something like that on there. And then you pour this in there, and it's like a cranberry vodka, and it's got a little bit of the carbonation. You can also use this with rum. They have one for Mai Tai. They have one for the Moscow Mules. So Skinnies is what they're called. 0 calories, no carbs, no sugars. And all that does is basically, if you want that margarita but you don't want the sugar, pop a Skinny in, and it tastes just like the margarita. You just add the tequila. So there's ways around that. 2 ways that I usually do it now is real simple. And there's a way you can have a nice casual day, Joe. And then there's a way, if you're really looking to, you know, tie something on and have some fun, get it started, then you can do that too. So,
Well, this is what you do if you've had a rough week, you know, and you just need some time to yourself.
yeah, kids are grandma and grandpa's, wife or husband's gone, and you know what? I'm gonna sit on the couch, watch a little game, and just get shit faced.
I could have said it better myself.
Trying to think of the right word, but let's just be honest. Let's
just
shit
call it
faced.
what it is.
So, couple ways. So, what I've really gotten into lately, and I really enjoy it, is a pineapple, strawberry, or they have lime, they have lemon, they have regular strawberry, whatever your flavor is. It's just a seltzer water, basically, or sparkling water, whatever you want to call it. And then vodka of your choice. I'll tell you what, I'm going to speak high volumes right now on this stuff. I'm a big Tito's kettle, and I like Ciroc. And I went to go grab some Ciroc the other day, and they were out at the store. And the lady talked me into buying this stuff. It's called Infinity. It's a premium vodka. It's $22 for a fifth. I think it was $40 for the 175. And I was like, why not? I'll give it a try. So I bought the fifth.
Is that from Holland?
It is. It is.
So it's the same place
It's a
that
yeah,
Kettle One's.
Yeah, it's a product of France, actually. So
Oh, okay,
it's a product of France, sorry. So they make it in France. It's distilled the 5 to 7 times like all the other stuff. It's really, really smooth, and you can't really taste it. It can be a lot of dang trouble, really is what it is. But it's kind of cool too, because the bottle has a little light on the bottom, and you can light your bottle up. So it kind of looks cool sitting on the shelf, little LEDs going up through it, and you know, if you're having a party and somebody's there and you have it on your shelf, it looks kind of cool. So
Little showmanship.
yeah, so here's all you do. You mix your sparkling water, put a little in there, throw your vodka in, as much as you want to throw in. Doesn't really usually matter, because you can't taste it.
A little more.
Put this in there. There you go. Strawberry
goodness.
pineapple.
Oh goodness.
And now,
Man, that smells good.
it is. Try it. Give it a sip, man. Tell me what you think. Man, it's delicious. It's can't even taste it.
Oh yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, you can't even taste it. It's delicious.
Yeah, that is delish.
Yeah. So, next item that I discovered the other day, and it's a lot of fun, is this is what I have down here as a Truly right now. It's a lemon. Bud Light. I had one last night at a friend's house, a Bud Light mango seltzer mixed with vodka. Man, I'm going to tell you, it can get you, you're like, so you're sitting here, you got a 5% beer basically, you know, a seltzer, 5%. Pour a little bit in there, there you go. Flavor you up with some lemon. And you drop your vodka of choice in there.
This is gonna be right up my wife's alley on Halloween.
Oh yeah, just what you need.
Full Lisa.
Then you, Lisa's, nah, I'll be able to get the tripod back by then too.
Nah, we got a new one by now.
And then you pour that in there, and I'm going to tell you, get your party started, baby. Try that. Can't even taste it. Just
Don't you
tastes like,
threaten me with a good time.
just tastes like your lemon Truly.
Oh. Who knew?
Who knew?
Who knew?
Who knew you could have basically a beer,
Truly?
seltzer,
Mixed drink?
as a mixed drink?
There you go.
So, some of you might already do it, and some of you might not, but
Hey, we're not reinventing the wheel here.
no, all we're doing is giving you some nice, easy tips to go out, have a good time, especially with Halloween approaching,
Yep.
and go from there. So, that's your keto, man. I've got a lot of people that says, hey, I'm on keto, I can't have the carbs. You know, I like the seltzers, but sometimes I like to party.
Maybe I'll
What
go
do you
on
got?
keto now.
So yeah, it gives you an excuse to drink vodka and seltzers. So those are a couple drinks from you. Hey, don't want to take up too much more of your time, but we will get the smoke machine out.
Yes.
And I'll tell you what, maybe if it works the way we think, we'll come up with a Halloween drink for you guys for your Halloween parties. Halloween's on Saturday this year.
Oh man,
You
I
wanna
hope
have
so.
something for that because
man,
you
what
can
brainstorm.
come up with like a smoky drink, something like
Yeah.
that that'll kind of give you that. But I'll see what I can figure out there because I have a couple ideas. I just need to make sure it works.
And look, if you guys got a Halloween drink or something that you recommend,
Send it to us.
Man, send it to us. You know, we'd love to test it out on the show.
Yep.
Recommend it. Send it to us.
Yeah, send it to us. We accept recipes. We accept beer. We accept vodka. We accept anything you send. Really, we're not picky. I mean,
Send beer.
All 22 of our followers could send something. We'll give you a shout out to all 22 of them right now. So, no, appreciate everyone. Remember, please just go and hit the subscribe button whenever you see this on Facebook or anywhere.
Share it.
Share it with your friends. We want to get up there and our followers want to have some fun.
Yep.
You know, once we hit 25 followers, which we're hoping it'll be this week, we'll do a special show. And then once we get to 50, we'll have an even better show. So,
Joe Coletta, we got 28 more.
Yeah, you're almost there, Coletta.
28 more, and
Might as well go ahead and reserve that ticket, bro.
buy that ticket.
I'm pretty sure Erickson said he's coming in too. Jim's going to be flying in too for that. So
I don't even know these guys, but I like them already.
We're going to have a great time. We'll get a full bar.
And Joe,
Yeah.
DJ said that you sent a shirt, but I haven't got it yet.
Oh, it's upstairs. You keep reminding me. I'll get it to him, Joe. Appreciate it, guys. Hey, thanks to everyone. Remember, hit the red subscribe button. That's all you got to do. It's absolutely free. It does not cost. Just says it says subscribe. You don't have to put a credit card, anything crazy. Okay, Dad? It's good. All right, you're safe. So just go ahead and hit the button. We'll be good to go. And until next time, keto and beer.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Have a good weekend.